What's going on, guys? So I got a chance to see this a couple hours ago, and even though this film is sort of getting ripped to shreds by critics, and there's what, like 76 remakes of this movie, I really liked this movie. I thought it was surprisingly very good. I mean, the director, he's pretty solid. I think Training Day is the best thing that he's ever done out of his filmography, but Training Day, The Equalizer, Tears from the Sun, I think he did that King Arthur movie as well. It's weird that Fuqua and Denzel Washington, it's almost like they're doing like a Scorsese, DiCaprio, Robert De Niro type of relationship. I mean, this is like the third time I think they worked together or something like that. So that's pretty fucking cool. The cast is just fantastic. Vincent D'Onofrio. Vincent was awesome, even though his voice took a bit for me to get used to, because he's like, hey, I need some bees, Lord Jesus. He was awesome. His beard was impressive as well. I felt so bad for him when he got arrowed down by that one Native American. I didn't catch the character's name, but that reminds me of the character. I think it's Red Harvest, but this guy, he was awesome. I loved how he was just like sniping people with his arrows, and every time he spoke, it was always something like badass. He was like a silent ninja warrior or something like that. He was one of my favorite characters. Billy was another one of my favorite characters. He was awesome. God, just him and those knives. When he kills that one guy with the hairpin, just wham! Doesn't even need his gun. Just whoop-bam! Like, amazing. I was so sad when him and Ethan Hawke died. Ethan Hawke was pretty fantastic as well. I really love the way that they utilized Ethan Hawke's like PTSD, in this film from when he was back in the war. And I really love the scene between him and Denzel when he's just like, I can't do this. I'm actually a coward, and he runs off. I was like, man, that feels so bad, But he comes back like a boss either way. I'm about to just get real random. The part where they're using the Gallic gun, I was like, God damn! There was not too many shots in this movie where I was like, oh my god! But there was this little tracking shot right here was damn impressive, for sure. I think the chemistry between all of the characters, the seven, was fantastic. I thought it was pretty impeccable. There was not like a character or actor that I was just like, they're not really fitting in with the squad. Like, everyone worked together spectacularly. I know there was one scene where everybody was drinking and Chris Pratt was drunkenly talking about each of his guns, referring to them as women. Like, I thought that was just a great sequence. Sequences like that really show just how well the cast sort of mold together as their character selves. I really loved Denzel Washington. It's Denzel Washington. He was obviously the standout in this film. I really love this moment when he meets Red Harvest. Red Harvest gives him some meat, and he takes a bite of it, and Denzel walks off, and he's like, oh, he's with us. I'm gonna make him some breakfast. I've already had mine. Similarly, I really liked when Chris Pratt made this joke about this guy falling off a 5-story building or something like that. That was fucking hilarious. Lots of action. It's a long movie, but there's a lot of action, and the movie it never felt like it was just dragging. I felt like I was entertained the whole fucking time. I just loved it. Really loved Chris Pratt's character as well. How he was kind of like a magician with cards. That was sick. Peter Sarsgaard was sufficient. He wasn't great. He wasn't bad. He just worked. You know what I mean? Like, he was good. He was very one-dimensional for me. He was kind of like villain 101 for me. Very formulaic, but he was fine. He did fine. And I loved, one of my favorite scenes is when Denzel Washington, at the very end, he shot his ass up, telling Peter Sarsgaard to ask for forgiveness, for, when you raped so-and-so and you did this to my daughters or sisters or whoever the hell he was talking about. That sequence was really, really powerful to me, especially when Denzel shows the scars on his neck. And yeah, just the character deaths towards the end of the movie were actually really effective, and I was like, damn, Like, especially like when Billy gets shot, for example, I was like, it hit me in the feels. I mean, does it have the technical wizardry of, like, say, The Revenant? Or, you know, does it have the snappy dialogue of Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight? No, but it's very, very well done in terms of humor, the technical side, you know, the wide shots of the environments, the gun battles. It's just a solid fucking movie. It's just not like this masterpiece, but it's very, very well done, and I was surprised by how emotionally invested and how good of a time I had watching this movie. I'm gonna go with an 8 out of 10 for this film. It's a fun fucking time. So yeah, I'm feeling an 8 out of 10, but you know, what about you?